Hey, what's up guys? So we got a bunch of new Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but more importantly, and what I think is really cool, is we have our first ever Link 6 monster. This monster better be absolutely amazing. I mean, like I said, it is a Link 6, but it's got 0 attack. I don't know what it does yet, but we'll definitely find out. And on top of that, we've got what it looks like some new like Magician Mage cards. I don't know if these are going to be a standalone new archetype, but I think the artwork looks pretty cool. So let's go ahead and hop right into it and check out all of these new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And these are going to be coming out in the Eternity Code. So this is going to be a lot of the AI cards from I guess our final duel. So hopefully these cards are going to be good. Anyways, let's go check it out. So first off, we have Parallel Exede, which is a Cyber's effect, wind level 8 with 2,000 attack and 2,000 defense points. And it says you can only use each of the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. The first effect is if you link summon while this card is in your hand, you can special summon this card to your zone that Link monster points to. The second effect is if this card is normal or special summon, you get to special summon one Parallel Exede from your deck. So you can summon another one. Wow. And the third effect is if summoned by the effect of Parallel Exede, this card's level becomes 4. Also, its original attack and defense become halved. Okay, this effect doesn't really matter. I'm really surprised with this card it didn't say you can only go for Cybers for the rest of the turn, or it would restrict you to anything. But I feel like this is a new, insanely good card for anyone that is interested in Link summons. I mean, if I'm reading this right, you summon it and then you get another one. At that point, I guess you can just play 2, or you can maybe recycle the card and then make good use of it later down the line, because the effect is technically the first and second effects are once per turn each, so you're only going to be able to get out 2 in 1 turn, but again, that's still a huge boost to anyone that is interested in going for more Link combos. And it doesn't say like you can't link someone for the rest of the turn. I think it's really good. This card is definitely going to be great in, again, so many different I would say it's almost like splashable on every single thing. If it was only like dark, then we would be able to have like maybe a trade-in target, plus it'd be like Allure of Darkness. So keep in mind, we only have access to 2 of them in the same turn, so you can just, if you draw another one, just allure it, right? But nonetheless, that's a really great card. Next up, though, we have Access Code Target. Let's go and check out what? Okay, so I guess this one's data is completely gone. But anyways, Link Cyber's effect, Dark, Link 4, attack is 2,300, and the Link zones are going to be in the top, left, right, and the bottom. And it requires 2+ effect monsters. And it says your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of this card's effects. The first effect is if this card is Link Summon, you can target one Link monster used as material for its Link Summon. This card gains attack equal to that monster's Link rating times 1,000. Okay. The second effect is you can banish one Link monster from your field or graveyard and destroy one card your opponent controls. Also, you cannot banish another monster with the same attribute to activate the effect of Access Code Talker for the rest of the turn. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I mean, it lets you kind of boost yourself up and potentially get rid of one card. It is kind of a generic card, so that can be kind of helpful, and stats are not bad. So maybe like as like a backup play, I know a lot of people go for let's say Phoenix or Cerberus, and sometimes you just don't have that room in the extra deck, but maybe you have access to this because it can get rid of one card, right? That's kind of nice. But then there's that downside of like, you can't banish another monster with the same attribute to activate as another effect. But nonetheless, I don't think it's bad. Like, this isn't really like a restriction to the point where I wouldn't want to utilize it. But the other important effect is your opponent can't activate anything in response to this card's effect. I wish it was as soon as it got summoned, it would be able to activate this effect, because then obviously they can activate in response to the card summoned in the first place. I don't know. And more likely, once it's Link Summon, you'd activate this effect. But then after, I guess that would resolve. I don't know. Anyways, next up, we've got the Proxy Magician. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is a new archetype. Someone let me know down below in the comment section below. Are the Proxy Magician and Mages supposed to be a new archetype? But anyways, I think the artwork looks pretty cool. So Proxy Magician over here is a Cyber's Link effect fighter with Link of 2, and it's got 1,400 attack, and the Link zones are on the bottom left and bottom right, and it's 2 effect monsters. And it says you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. The first effect is during your main phase, you get to fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters you control as fusion material. The second effect is if fusion monster is fusion summoned to a zone this card points to, you can just special summon one monster with 1,000 or less attack from your hand. Oh, that's unfortunate. I guess this is more for like, I guess Agnes or anything that's more generic. I was honestly wish if this was from the deck, we'd be looking at a way better, you know, archetype or a way better card effect. But yeah, that is the effect of the Proxy F. Now, Splash Mage is another new link monster. It's a Cyberse link effect, water, link 2 with 1100 attack, and the link zones are in the top right and the bottom right, and it requires 2 Cyberse monsters. And it says you can only use the effect of this card's name once per turn. The first effect is you get to target 1 Cyberse monster in your graveyard and spell summon in defense position, but negate its effects. Also, you cannot spell summon monsters for the rest of the turn, except for Cyberse monsters. Okay. Next up, we have a Link Cross, or Link Cross is probably what it's pronounced. But anyways, it's Cyberse Link effect, light Link 1, attack is only 900, and the Link zone is in the bottom. And it's 1 Link 2 or higher Link monster, and it says you can only use the effect of this card's name once per turn. The first effect is, if this card is Link Summon, you can just special summon Link tokens, Cyberse Light, level 1, 0 attack, 0 defense, up to the Link rating of the materials used for this card's Link Summon. Also, you cannot use Link tokens as Link Material for the rest of the turn. You just ruined the card! I mean, you just removed this, and it would have been really cool. But nonetheless, that is Link Cross. Next up, oh, okay, here's what I really wanted to check out, which is the Arrival Cyberse at Ignister, which is the new, and I believe this is our first ever Link 6 monster that we're getting here in the game. But anyways, it is a Cyberse Link effect, Dark Link 6, 0 attack, top, left, right, bottom, and bottom right are the link zones over here. They're pretty much covering everything that you have and then giving your opponent one. Anyways, the first effect is you can only control 1 the Arrival Cyberse at Ignister. As if you're going to summon more than 1 Link 6? That's crazy. Like, what? Did they honestly need to put that there? Anyways, the second effect is this card's original attack becomes the number of materials used for its Link Summon times 1000. That's actually pretty good. I mean, if you use 6 monsters, right? 6,000 attack, and the third effect, there it is. It is now indeed confirmed for being a boss monster. It is unaffected by other card effects. The fourth effect, though, is once per turn, you get to target 1 other monster on the field, destroy it, and if you do, you get to special summon 1 at Ignister token, Cyberse Dark, level 1, 0 attack, 0 defense, to your zone that this card points to. Okay. Well, I mean, like, you get to pop 1 and then summon a token. Unfortunately, the token doesn't gain, like, I wish the token gained its attack, but I really feel like if you're really going for a Link 6, you probably have won the game anyways. Why not allow you to go for OTK, make the token have the equal amount of attack? But for 6 monsters, let me know, or I guess technically it's a Link 6. You don't have to use 6 monsters, but you pretty much are going through at least 6. Let me know, guys, if you guys think this card is actually good for a boss monster. Personally, for me, you guys know the Dragon of Red Eyes has been one of my favorite, like, newer, like, boss monsters. I mean, it is technically unaffected by everything and it has more attack, but is that really necessary because it's so hard to more than likely summon? But if there's any cool combos to summon this instantly, like turn 1, I would love to know down below in the comment section below, but we still got more cards. But AI Contact is a new normal spell card that says you can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. The first effect is if Ignister AI land is in your field zone, you can reveal 1 Ignister AI land in your hand and place it on the bottom of the deck. And if you do, draw 3 cards. Wow, okay. So pretty much you get to add these cards for free anyways. If you guys haven't seen the Ignister and how the archetype works, it's a very, very heavy spam board deck. And a lot of them let you either add like one of the monsters, one of the spells. Like they all have searchability. It's really consistent. So this will easily be able to be activated in that deck. Like, yeah, it's still at the end of the day, you have to have another one. But at the end of the day, you're just revealing it and you just place it on the bottom of the deck. And then you get to draw 3. So you can still max out on these in case you draw another one. You can just utilize it again. So I think this card is definitely going to see play in the AI variant decks. I mean, it's just their draw power. At the end of the day, it's basically draw 2 because you're shuffling 1 back. And this card's free anyways. Next up, though, we have AIQ, which is a continuous trap that says activate this card if you control an Ignister monster. Once per turn during your standby phase, you must tribute 1 Link monster or destroy this card. First effect is each player can only link someone once per turn while this card is face up in the spell and trap zone. Wow, so you already have a floodgate built in too. You do have to control at Ignister monster. I gotta double check if there's like any generic ones. Someone let me know in the comment section below. But like it doesn't really ruin your plays, and it's during your standby phase. So I guess if you go first, go ahead and pop off, and then end with an Ignister monster after you go through everything. You go ahead and make it so you can only link someone once per turn. I mean, could you imagine playing a lot of decks that you can only link someone once per turn? turn. Like, you can completely shut down a lot of different archetypes if you say, oh yeah, only one Link Summon per turn. Like, any Guard Dragon variant, that's like good luck, right? And there's so many decks that would instantly just lose to this hand trap. Oh, not hand trap. The Floodgate is what I meant to say. This card's definitely going to be good. The Agnisters are looking to be a lot better. They got draw power, and specifically this card is just going to make them so much better. And specifically that other newer card, the Parallel Exede. But we still got more cards, guys. We have a new Mecha Phantom Beast, Aurora Dawn, which is a new Link monster for the Mecha Phantom Beast. It's a Machine Link effect, Wind, Link 3, 2100 attack. The zones are in the left and bottom right. And it's 2+ machine monsters, and it says if this card is Link summoned, you get to spell summon 3 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens, a Machine Wind level 3, 0/0, but you cannot Link summon for the rest of the turn. Okay, well, that ruins the effect. Second effect is once per turn, you can distribute up to 3 monsters and apply the appropriate effect. 1, destroy 1 card on the field. 2, special summon 1 Mecha Phantom Beast monster from your deck. 3, add a trap from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, I guess you could go ahead and add that Floodgate, man. Easy access to going for. I mean, technically you can throw a card into the graveyard and then instantly just go ahead and add it right back into your hand. Like, I'm thinking like Imperial Order, things that can shut down decks completely. Speaking of things that you can shut down completely, yo, Sky Strikers over here probably wouldn't do good against Imperial Order, but Sieg is new Sky Striker Ace monster. They have a new Link monster, which is Dark Machine Link effect. Link 2, 1500 attack. The zones are in the top and the bottom, and it says 2 monsters including a Sky Striker Ace monster. It says cannot be special summoned except by Link summon. You can only special summon Sky Striker Ace Siegs once per turn. If this card is Link summoned, you can target a face-up monster on the field, banish it until your opponent's next end phase. Amazing effect. Second effect. Once per turn, you can target 1 other card you control. This card gains 1000 attack, then send the target to the graveyard. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like this first effect. As soon as it's summoned, you just banish 1 until the next end phase. I mean, usually by that time, you're probably OTKing or setting up a board to where you're going to go ahead, Widow Anchor, take their stuff, and then be like, okay, go ahead, your turn. Okay, I take your stuff, I stop your plays, and then the card coming back doesn't really matter. You can make this card and just get rid of it. But anyways, guys, those are indeed the new cards. Oops, not that one. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on any of the cards down below. And if you enjoyed the video, and if you're new here, yo, drop a like on the video and hit the subscribe button and turn on that bell so you don't miss out on the gameplay. I'm going to showcase off some of these here very soon. If you guys want to send me replays, I would love to see someone pull off a Link 6 deck. I don't know. I just feel like it's a hefty investment for just 1 card. And at the end of the day, it is a boss monster, but it doesn't really feel like you can OTK really easy with it. I feel like you can already OTK if you're summoning, like, you know, that many monsters in the first place, but nonetheless, the ultimate Link boss monster. I mean, I think it has highest attack for like any of the boss monsters in the game now. It's a Link 6, it should, right? Well, it's the highest potential because technically it could be a little bit lower. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. I'm signing out. Peace.